It's our second film now for the Wing Chun Federation. We're going to call it Keeping It Real or something like that. It's about the latter stages of Wing Chun training, where in the early stages you're doing your Silam Tao and your Chum Kyu. You'll still do those forms, but in the latter stage we start doing the dummy form and the third form, Bu Chi, where we need to get more mobility and more practical ability and more understanding of what might happen when you're under pressure, what kind of things you might have to deal with, and maybe make mistakes and even be injured potentially. So we're going to be looking more at the tactical movement of the body and the psychological training and conditioning that you might need when you're under pressure. So in this video we'll actually be putting people under a fair bit of pressure and stress, padding up a bit and training each other in a safe environment, but to give them a bit of an adrenal rush and to see how they perform under pressure. Because if you don't train these attributes, then when you end up in a realistic scenario or situation, you'll find that your body might act in a very different way and your skills might not quite be there. And the only way to get used to or desensitize yourself to this kind of feeling is to actually train it under scenarios. So we do role plays where we actually push and shove each other around in a fairly aggressive manner, maybe swear, and force each other to train under pressure. And in this way you can see how the body acts, and you can then train the attributes separately to find a way to improve those skills which are lost under pressure. Initial stages of the film, we'll be looking at the dummy form and the wooden dummy footwork, again more advanced than Chum Kyu form, and we'll be filming that from a seminar on the Isle of Wight that we did. And then the pressure testing one is all filmed in Southampton, St Denny's, and at the back of my house. The reason I cover this particular aspect of training is because I feel it's an element that is sometimes neglected in some people's training, and I think it's also a very, very important area to cover, because if you are training for realistic fighting, which is after all what Wing Chun is about, it's not a sport martial art, you need to account for the things that happen. Many martial arts come to grief when they end up in a real fight or a real threatening situation, and all of a sudden their hands shake, their knees wobble, their voice goes a bit, and they find the range is very, very different to what they're used to in training. So we figured it was best to train this and to demonstrate how it can be done. I hope you like the style of the film. It's a little bit cheesy, but it's all done tongue-in-cheek. Okay.